studio on the road. We're live above the Brooklyn Folk Festival at St. Anne's Church in downtown Brooklyn right now with Oberhofer. Brad, thank you very much for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you doing it the day after show day. By all accounts, the Mercury Lounge show last night was delightful, and congratulations to you, man. Smothered is out in the world right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, that's got to be a good feeling, culmination of a lot of time and effort spent putting this piece of art out into the world, and you're going to share a lot of it, 3 songs anyway, from it with us right now.
Yeah.
What do you feel like doing first today?
I think I'll do this song, Let It Go, while I'm sitting at the guitar. This song basically was at the end of a 5-week period of kind of isolation where I wrote the first songs for Smothered, and I had spent a lot of time kind of off my phone and away from this kind of world of, when you're in an industry sometimes like music or entertainment or something like that, it's a lot of people's jobs to criticize you or to judge you or evaluate you or determine your worth or your value. And this song kind of came out of this place of being like, wow, I can set all of those things aside and just enjoy my life in the present. And I was just thinking about all my friends who are so caught up in these things that seem like they matter so much when you're there, and then when you take a step back, you're like, right, all of it is just kind of an illusion, and it doesn't matter too much. So that's what this one's about. Should I start? You say your time's up. You say you're losing your soul. Don't know which way to go. So just take my hand to hold and let it go. Says her time's up, and as I ask her why, she's starting to cry. She says the world's too cold. Now let it go. Everybody knows it was all just a show. I'd rather watch the river flow and let it go.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much for coming here and doing this. Dude, you sound great. And can you maybe compare and contrast a little bit of what the song sounds like on the album versus what it sounds like in this solo acoustic way? I mean, I think that it translates really, really well this way, which is a hallmark of a well-written song when it can kind of traverse whatever sort of arrangement. But can you tell people that aren't familiar with the record yet, because it just came out today, what it does sound like and what are some of the layers on the record?
Yeah, so it started out just kind of like this, very much like I was sitting in Tacoma, Washington, looking out at a bunch of trees and birds and Mount Rainier. And I was just sitting with a guitar. And then on the album version, I came into the studio and I'd been playing a lot of piano. So it kind of starts out on piano. And I recorded it with my friend Jonathan Rado. And he was sitting at the drum kit and I was sitting at the piano, and that's kind of how we I don't really like using click tracks, and I like cutting out computers as much as I can. So we were recording to tape and no click track and just piano and drums is how it kind of formed. And then we kind of built off of that, and I added the guitar in. So the album version is a much more lush arrangement. On some sections, I recorded like 20 layers of vocals or whatever, just because I like having fun in the studio. So
yeah, and had a little bit of time to actually take that time in the studio. And Mount Rainier seems like a wonderful place to be able to take 5 weeks away from your phone and social media and all that and just enjoy and appreciate. So once you had chosen to take that much time away from tech and paying attention to all the modern distractions that everybody pays attention to, have you found that you've done anything else in your life to continue to have that feeling of freedom from constant connection? I mean, have you started to do anything else that sort of frees up that similar amount of space in your mind?
I wish I'd have thought to do more, or had the ability to do more, but pretty much at least once a day I leave the phone at home and go for a walk. Or when I'm practicing piano, sometimes I'll just turn off my phone and be like, I just want to play piano for no reason, for nobody, for no purpose, not to record, not to share it, just to put it in the air. Sometimes I feel like playing music is like lighting a candle that smells really good. It like infuses the air with the scent, and it's an invisible, kind of intangible thing. I mean, you can smell it, which is semi-tangible, but like with music, it kind of feels like you inject the air with good energy and the atmosphere with good energy. And if you're using that to share it with something or for some kind of gain or any kind of thing, it has a different effect maybe. And then if you just do it for the pure sake of positivity, then it's like a good feeling. So oftentimes I'll turn off my phone and try to do that.
Nice. Yeah, dude, I live right on the East River, and so taking at least 1 hour out of the day just to walk down the river and back up has been super important to me. And I'm talking about infusing energy in a room. I think this room that we're in is used for preschool, probably. I think there's been a lot of kids singing songs and stuff.
Cute.
So I think for no reason at all, many songs have been sung in here, and we appreciate you adding to the energy of it. I mean, I realize that we are live streaming it and we are promoting a particular album, which there's not no agenda whatsoever, but it is, I think, for a wonderful reason. And I'm enjoying it very much. And I believe that we're about to have an instrumentation change right now, right?
Yeah, you can play some piano.
Nice. I'm going to do some camera stuff. You want to tell us what's coming up next?
Yeah. I'll set down the guitar. So yeah, the next two songs are the first time I've ever played them in front of people in this kind of stripped down way. So we'll see how it goes. But the first song I'm going to play is a song called Dreaming of You. And that song is about a time where I had a dream about someone 3 times in a row, only to find out that they had dreamt about me at the same time, which was really fascinating. And it's a very real thing. I think more often than people realize, or even most people don't ask other people if they dreamt about them mutually or whatever. It's kind of interesting. But it was I was going through a breakup at the same time as I had this dream about my friend, and it was a combination of like this bittersweet feeling of departure, and also this like optimism and this blanket of warmth from this comfort of like mutual dreaming my friend. So that's what this song is about. Should I get started?
No, I didn't realize how loud my footsteps were. So
Oh, yeah.
Let me walk my loud ass feet back there.
Yeah, no worries.
Underway. Can you strike that coffee cup?
But yeah, it's the I believe the fifth song on the album, and the album version has a feature or some featured vocals by King Princess, which is kind of cool. She's a really good friend of mine who's from Brooklyn. So here it goes. How can you walk away with all those tears in your eyes? Was always hard, but hey, we tried. I'd rather I be sorry than living in denial. I love you when I see you smile. Huh, huh, huh. I'll be dreaming of you tonight. Oh, oh, oh. I'll be dreaming of you tonight. Looking at old pictures of you, wishing it wasn't true. Every time I turn around, I'm looking for you. Wishing we could do the things we used to do. Woke up from my dream and I was crying. How can you walk away with all those tears in your eyes? Was always hard, but hey, we tried. I'd rather I be sorry than living in denial. I love you when I see you smile. I'll be dreaming of you tonight. I'll be dreaming of you tonight. Tried my best.
Excellent, man. Well, how do you feel like that went? I feel like from where I'm sitting, that went really, really very well. I did not realize that you were a piano player like that.
Oh, I try to practice.
Yeah, it comes through. It comes across that way.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can try to compensate for a forgotten lyric with a little extra luster on the piano.
Yeah.
They're kind of interchangeable, the space between speech and playing an instrument.
Let's talk more. So let's see. Was it an entire pandemic creation, this record, or has this been has it been longer in the making than that? Has it been since before then and then held for a little while because everything's so insane?
Well, it's so complicated. It's so much. I've started, I think the earliest song on this record was written in 2017. And yeah, there have been so many different incarnations and so many songs, and there are so many different albums of music that I could have, chosen to put out on this new record. And these songs all felt like they came from the most pure place and this cohesive place, and touched upon this theme of sort of like rising from the ashes, sort of not letting your spirit get muffled, and dampened by just society and people being critical or judgmental or rejecting you or whatever, trying to bring you down, so to speak. Oftentimes if someone's really optimistic and really effervescent and really energetic or seems too wide-eyed or too excitable, people will try to bring that down or try to mute it or be like, that's kind of annoying, or call them annoying or something like that. And I watched as my enthusiasm and my luster and vigor for life felt to be getting doled out by the sandpaper of judgment. And all of these songs were moments in which I barely held on and brought myself back up. So that's kind of the theme, and I would say the oldest song is in 2017, and the newest song on the record was just the beginning of the pandemic, and I met Ross, who runs the record label that we're putting this out on, Telefono, who's here.
Hey, Ross.
And I wasn't sure if I was ever going to put out an album again, and on a label or publicly or really release it. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do that ever again, because all the songs had been rejected by my former label before I left them, and I have a lot of love for a lot of those people. But so Ross reached out to me and said, hey, I want to help you put out this record. And then I recorded it with Jonathan Rado a month later, and the whole thing was rebuilt from the ground up during the pandemic. And some lyrics were changed, some arrangements were changed, but yeah, that's kind of the process.
Well, most excellent, man. I like that they were written across such a broad span of time, and then the idea of sort of rising from the ashes obviously has a much different context now in 2021 than it did in 2017. I mean, us as a society having to figure out how to rise from these ashes, but I really hear and appreciate what you're talking about with. I identify in myself when somebody is extremely sincere. I do get a level of judgment myself, and I want to then shit on that person. And then it's I'm enough of an adult now to be like, well, dude, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd better not be a dick. That person's just happy.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And let that be. There's the comedian Shane Torres has this bit. He's like, dude, why do we all bag on Guy Fieri? The only thing that guy ever did was follow his dreams.
So true. And he smiles a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, dude, I like that very much. Hopefully you continue to not let, it was very eloquent how you said it. I'm going to slaughter it. Something about getting sandpapered down by judgment.
Oh yeah, the sandpaper of judgment. Well, it doesn't have much of a ring to it now. But
well, you said it very well, and I'm really enjoying what's happening here right now. And there's still a third song off of "Smothered" to be shared with our audience. What are you gonna do last today?
So this song is called "Blink of an Eye," and it was the song that I wrote when I kind of knew that I had an album and that I was kind of returning to center, and it's While You've Gone Away for So Long, Not Once Have I Pictured Moving On, is about me and my inner optimistic, happy self. And it's I forgot about you, and but I see you, and I'm back, and I was never going to leave you, but yeah. Anyway, that's what that. And in the blink of an eye, time passes by. It's a whole lifetime can pass by, and then you find yourself sitting in a room 6 years later, damn. Where is that part of me that I like the most? Kind of what it's about. All right, here we go. And here's my first time performing it on piano. Have I pictured moving on? We've all been hurt by lies, so I'm saying my goodbyes. Yeah, time passes by in the blink of an eye. spent looking out my window. Are you alone? I hope you're not too down because of me. I tried my best to tell you I'd always love you. The truth shall set you free. Wow, you've gone away for so long. Not once have I pictured moving on. We've all been hurt by lies, so I'm saying my goodbyes. Yeah, time passes by in the blink of an eye. Wow, you've gone away for so long. Not once have I pictured moving on. We've all been hurt by lies, so I'm saying my goodbyes. Yeah, time passes by in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, dude, thank you very much for doing this. We appreciate it. You sounded wonderful.
Thank you.
And we've kicked off this festival above the Brooklyn Folk Fest at St. Anne's Church in a stylish way. So thank you very much for doing that for us today. And congratulations again on Smothered. It came out like 15 hours ago, man.
I can't believe it.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. This is such a beautiful space.
All right, man. We're happy to do it. Let's do it again.
All right. See ya.
All right. See you next time. That is that.
Awesome. Hey.